A performance management system is a structured process used by organizations to monitor and improve employee performance. It aligns employee goals, what each person wants to achieve, with organizational goals, what the company needs to achieve. It uses technology and proven methods to make sure performance tracking is consistent, fair, and measurable. It is considered a cornerstone, a foundation, for creating a productive and engaged workforce. Let's talk about what performance management really is. Many people think performance management is just a year-end evaluation where you sit down with your boss, get a score, maybe a raise, and that's it. But that's actually a very narrow view. Performance management is not just about annual reviews. It's an ongoing, dynamic process. It's something that happens throughout the year, a partnership between the manager and the employee to help both the person and the company succeed. It has four main parts, and you can see them on the slide. First, goal setting. Employees can only perform well if they know exactly what's expected. That's why we need to set clear, measurable goals, not vague ones. These goals should also connect to the company's bigger mission, so every person feels their work matters. Second, monitoring progress. You can't just set goals and disappear. Managers and employees should check in regularly to see how things are going. Are we on track? Are there roadblocks? This way, we can make changes early and avoid surprises at the end. Third, feedback loop. Feedback isn't something we save for a yearly meeting. It has to be constructive and timely. When employees know what they're doing right and where they need to improve right away, they can grow faster and perform better. Fourth, development. Performance management isn't just about measuring results. It's also about helping employees grow. That means training, mentorship, or career development. We're not only helping them meet today's goals, but also preparing them for bigger roles in the future. When we combine all these, goal setting, monitoring, feedback, and development, performance management becomes a tool for continuous improvement, not punishment. It helps build trust between managers and employees, keeps everyone engaged, and ensures the organization grows alongside its people. Now, let's discuss why performance management is so important for organizations today. An effective performance management system, or PMS, is more than just a process for checking how people work. It's a tool that helps a company become more productive, efficient, and employee-friendly at the same time. First, a good PMS increases productivity. How? By making sure everyone knows exactly what's expected of them, and by giving them clear pathways to improve. When employees aren't confused about their roles and goals, they can focus on getting results. Second, performance management boosts employee engagement. When workers feel a sense of purpose and when their efforts are recognized, they become more motivated. They feel valued, and that leads to lower turnover rates and higher retention. In other words, employees don't just work harder, they're also more likely to stay with the company. Third, performance management helps organizations make smarter decisions. Because the system collects valuable data about each employee's strengths, weaknesses, and achievements, managers can make data-driven choices about promotions, bonuses, and training. Instead of relying on favoritism or guesswork, companies can reward fairly and develop the right people. And finally, a strong PMS ensures that talent is nurtured and used effectively. Through targeted training programs and fair evaluations, employees are not just managed. They're developed to reach their full potential. In short, performance management isn't just about measuring people. It's about helping them grow, recognizing their value, and using the right data so the company can succeed while its employees thrive. When done well, everyone benefits: the company, the managers, and most importantly, the employees. Performance management is a continuous and ongoing process. It doesn't just happen once a year. It's a system that supports employees throughout their entire journey in the organization. It's holistic and forward-looking, meaning it considers the employee's overall development and focuses on their future potential. The goal here is growth. It's development-focused, which makes it more about nurturing talent rather than simply evaluating it. A key feature is that it encourages regular dialogue. There are constant check-ins, coaching conversations, and feedback sessions that help employees improve and align their goals with that of the organization. Now, contrast that with performance appraisal. Performance appraisal is more periodic and event-driven, usually conducted annually or semi-annually. It is evaluative in nature, meaning it looks backward and assesses past performance. This is the part of the system often tied to compensation decisions, such as bonuses, raises, or promotions. Performance appraisal is usually delivered during a formal review meeting, where managers and employees discuss ratings, accomplishments, and areas for improvement. So how do these two connect? A strong performance management system actually includes performance appraisal, but the appraisal is just one part of a larger, more dynamic process. Think of it this way. If performance appraisal is a snapshot, performance management is the entire photo album. Appraisals offer structured assessments, while management provides ongoing support and direction. To sum up, performance management is proactive, developmental, and continuous. Performance appraisal is reactive, judgment-based, and periodic. Both are essential, but it's the integration of both that leads to real impact. Now that we've established the difference between performance management and performance appraisal, let's take a deeper look into what makes a performance management system effective. A truly impactful performance management system is not just about evaluating employees, it's about empowering them. It's a strategic framework designed to align individual performance with the organization's overall mission, all while fostering a culture of growth, accountability, and engagement. There are 4 key elements that form the backbone of an effective performance management system. 1. Goal setting. The first and most foundational component is goal setting. This is where everything begins. Without clear, aligned goals, performance management becomes unfocused and ineffective. We use the SMART criteria when setting goals. That means each goal should be specific, clearly defined, and unambiguous. Measurable, quantifiable so that progress can be tracked. Achievable, realistic, given the available resources and capabilities. Relevant, aligned with the employee's role and the organization's strategic objectives. Time-bound, set within a clear time frame. When goals meet these criteria, they not only clarify expectations, but also motivate employees by showing them how their work contributes to the bigger picture. And here's the key. Goal setting should be collaborative. Managers and employees should work together to define goals, which creates a sense of ownership and commitment. 2. Continuous monitoring and feedback. The second element is continuous monitoring and feedback. Once goals are set, it's not enough to simply wait until the end of the year to review progress. Monitoring must be ongoing. This means regularly checking in on progress and making course corrections where needed. This is where real-time, constructive feedback plays a crucial role. Feedback should not be saved for formal reviews. It should be part of everyday communication. Timely feedback helps reinforce positive behavior and correct issues before they escalate. It also builds trust and keeps employees engaged, as they feel supported and guided rather than judged. Good feedback is specific and actionable, balanced, recognizing both strengths and areas for improvement. Timely, provided close to the event or observation. Two-way, managers should also seek feedback from employees. 3. Evaluations and recognition. The third element is evaluations and recognition. Evaluations are the more formal, periodic assessments of performance. These are often part of the performance appraisal process, but in an effective performance management system, they're informed by everything that has happened over time, not just what happened recently. Evaluations should be evidence-based, focusing on outcomes relative to the goals set. They should also consider competencies, behaviors, and contributions to the team and organization. But evaluations shouldn't only be about rating performance. They should also lead to recognition, because recognition is a powerful driver of motivation. Recognizing good performance reinforces the behaviors and outcomes you want to see, builds morale and job satisfaction, encourages a culture of appreciation. Recognition can be formal, awards, bonuses, or informal, a simple thank you or shout out during a meeting. What matters is consistency and sincerity. 4. Development and coaching. The final and perhaps most transformative element is development and coaching. Performance management is not just about the past, it's about the future. It's about helping employees grow into the best versions of themselves and preparing them for greater responsibility and leadership. Coaching is about guidance, not control. It involves identifying growth areas, working together to build development plans, and providing the resources and support needed to close skill gaps. This is where managers transition into mentors. Organizations that prioritize development and coaching retain talent better, build a stronger leadership pipeline, create a culture of continuous learning. Development opportunities can include training, mentoring, stretch assignments, or even lateral moves to broaden experience. At its core, the performance management cycle is a continuous loop, a dynamic process that links employee performance with the strategic objectives of an organization. It's designed to drive individual growth and overall organizational success, not just through evaluation, but through ongoing development, feedback, and recognition. This cycle is made up of 4 interconnected stages: planning, monitoring, reviewing, rewarding. Let's take a closer look at each of these stages. 1. Planning. We begin with the planning stage. This is where expectations are set. Planning involves defining clear, measurable objectives and aligning them with both the employee's role and the organization's goals. A good performance management plan answers these questions. What should the employee accomplish? What are the key performance indicators, KPIs? What behaviors and values should be demonstrated? What support and resources will be provided? It is essential that the objectives set during this stage are SMART. Specific: what exactly needs to be done? Measurable: how will success be quantified? Achievable: is it realistic given the resources and time frame? Relevant: does it align with the employee's role and organizational strategy? Time-bound: when should it be completed? This stage is not done to the employee, it's done with the employee. Collaborative goal setting increases motivation and accountability. 2. Monitoring. Once goals are set, we move into the monitoring stage. This is about tracking progress throughout the performance period. Monitoring ensures that performance is staying on track, but it's more than just observing. It's about engaging with the employee and providing ongoing feedback. During this phase, managers should schedule regular check-ins. Performance data and metrics should be tracked. Challenges should be identified early. Support should be offered when performance is slipping. This stage emphasizes open communication. Employees should feel that feedback is a tool for improvement, not punishment. Effective monitoring prevents surprises at the end of the cycle. It ensures that the employee knows where they stand at all times. 3. Reviewing. Next comes the reviewing stage. Here, the focus is on evaluating outcomes. Managers and employees sit down to assess performance, compare results against goals, and discuss both achievements and areas needing improvement. A good review is evidence-based, using data from the monitoring stage. Includes a balanced perspective, recognizing accomplishments while addressing growth areas. Is dialogue-oriented, encouraging two-way communication. Looks forward as much as it looks backward. Rather than simply assigning ratings, this stage should lead to a constructive conversation. The goal is to identify learning, remove obstacles, and plan for better results in the next cycle. 4. Rewarding. The final stage of the cycle is rewarding. This is where recognition and motivation play a critical role. When employees feel that their efforts and results are valued, they are more likely to stay engaged and committed to high performance. Rewards can come in different forms. Tangible: bonuses, raises, promotions. Intangible: public praise, growth opportunities, meaningful assignments. The key is to ensure that rewards are fair, based on actual performance. Transparent: employees understand how rewards are earned. Motivational: inspiring continued effort and excellence. Recognition shouldn't wait for the annual review. Small, frequent acknowledgments throughout the cycle can be just as powerful as large formal rewards. As organizations grow more complex, the traditional once-a-year performance appraisal no longer suffices. Companies are increasingly turning to technology-powered systems to create agile, data-driven, and employee-centric performance management practices. Let's explore how these systems work, what technologies power them, and what this means for managers, HR leaders, and employees alike. Pushpin Section 1: The Evolution of Performance Management. Historically, performance management was a manual, time-consuming process, often limited to paper forms, subjective assessments, and annual reviews. But the needs of modern organizations, faster business cycles, distributed teams, and a demand for continuous improvement have made this model obsolete. Modern performance management systems are now dynamic, cloud-based, integrated, continuous, and above all, intelligent. Brain Section 2: The Role of Technology. As the visual highlights, advanced technologies are transforming performance management into a strategic function rather than a bureaucratic formality. Let's break this down. 1. Cloud-based platforms. Cloud-based platforms offer unparalleled scalability and seamless integration with HR systems. Scalability. Whether you're managing 50 employees or 50,000, cloud systems expand as your business grows. Accessibility. Managers and employees can interact with the system anytime, from any device. Integration. These platforms sync with HR, payroll, learning management, and recruitment systems, creating a single source of truth. 2. Goal tracking and feedback loops. Modern platform support, smart goal setting, continuous feedback, peer reviews, and 360-degree feedback. Real-time dashboards. This creates a living ecosystem where performance is continuously monitored and nurtured rather than judged once a year. 3. Comprehensive performance analytics. The systems now include advanced dashboards for productivity trends, high performer identification, skill gaps, turnover risk, goal achievement rates. These analytics offer deep insights into workforce capabilities, enabling better talent decisions and strategic planning. RobotFace Section 3: The Impact of AI and Machine Learning. This is where performance management gets really smart. Emerging technologies like AI and machine learning are enhancing performance systems further. Let's look at 3 key innovations. 1. Personalized development plans. AI can analyze an employee's past performance, compare them with role expectations, recommend custom training paths or stretch assignments. This tailors professional growth to the individual, boosting both engagement and productivity. 2. Predictive performance insights. ML models identify patterns such as declining engagement scores, missed milestones, reduced collaboration. These systems can predict performance risks before they manifest, allowing managers to intervene proactively. 3. Automated feedback mechanisms. AI can now prompt managers when feedback is overdue, suggest feedback based on recent projects or peer interactions, translate performance data into coaching recommendations. This automates the administrative burden while preserving the human element of performance conversations. Lightbulb Section 4: Why this matters. So why does all of this matter? Because performance management is not just about evaluation, it's about development. With technology, employees feel more supported with tailored paths to grow. Managers become better coaches, not just assessors. Organizations align talent with strategy, using real-time data, not guesswork. And most importantly, companies can build a culture of continuous feedback, recognition, and improvement, all of which drive retention, engagement, and profitability. Many organizations still view performance management narrowly, as an HR process used for evaluations, promotions, or compliance. But that mindset is outdated. When properly designed and implemented, a PMS becomes a powerful strategic tool, shaping behavior, aligning goals, and fueling innovation. Let's examine 3 key roles performance management plays in organizational success. 1. Strategic alignment. Ensures employee efforts are directly tied to overarching strategic goals. Strategic alignment is about ensuring that every employee's work contributes meaningfully to the organization's broader mission and objectives. In high-performing organizations, goals cascade from the top down, from corporate vision to departmental objectives to individual targets. Employees understand not just what they need to do, but why it matters. This alignment eliminates busy work and sharpens focus on what drives real value. Example, if the company's strategic priority is digital transformation, then a marketing analyst might have goals tied to digital campaign metrics, while an HR professional might focus on recruiting tech-savvy talent. Both are aligned to the same North Star. Impact, improved clarity and purpose at all levels. Enhanced coordination across departments. Increased ability to measure progress towards strategic outcomes. 2. Fosters culture. Promotes accountability, transparency, and high employee engagement. Culture is not defined by words on a wall. It's shaped by the systems we use every day. Performance management reinforces the behaviors, values, and priorities that define company culture. A well-run PMS encourages accountability by setting clear expectations and tracking progress, drives transparency through open feedback loops, regular check-ins, and documented goals, boosts engagement by recognizing contributions and providing opportunities for growth. Why it matters? According to Gallup, companies with high engagement outperform competitors by 21% in profitability. And engagement isn't random. It's cultivated through clear feedback, achievable goals, and meaningful recognition, all of which are enabled by modern PMS tools. Example, regular one-on-one check-ins supported by the PMS help managers spot burnout, recognize top performers, and clarify goals, fostering a trust-based, high-performance culture. Impact, stronger employee morale and retention, better collaboration and communication, culture of continuous learning and development. 3. Drives innovation, encourages creativity and problem-solving throughout the organization. Innovation isn't just about new products. It's also about how people solve problems, improve processes, and take initiative in their roles. Performance management can fuel innovation by setting goals that encourage experimentation or stretch assignments, including innovation metrics, e.g., number of ideas submitted, improvements implemented, providing regular feedback that supports calculated risk-taking and learning from failure. Example, an employee might be encouraged through their development plan to lead a small process improvement project with clear metrics and feedback checkpoints. The PMS tracks progress, and the system rewards effort, regardless of success or failure. Companies like Google and 3M are known for allocating time and space for employees to pursue innovative projects. Their performance systems are designed to support and measure these initiatives, not suppress them. Impact, greater adaptability in a fast-changing market, increased employee ownership of innovation, competitive advantage through continuous improvement. Too often, performance systems are viewed as one-sided, either favoring management control or as just a tick-box HR activity. But in reality, a well-designed performance management system creates value on both sides of the equation. Let's break this down into two main perspectives: employees and managers. I want you to not only understand the points, but also relate them to your own experiences. So, I'll be asking some questions along the way. For employees, pushpin, what's in it for me, is a fair question employees often ask about performance systems. Here's how a solid PMS supports employees. 1. Clear understanding of expectations and metrics. Employees perform best when they know what success looks like. Clear expectations eliminate guesswork and build confidence. 2. Personalized career growth paths. Performance systems can highlight development needs and career progression opportunities. These systems can turn annual reviews into career roadmaps. 3. Consistent constructive feedback. Instead of waiting for an annual review, employees benefit from regular, actionable feedback. The key is consistency, not criticism. 4. Recognition and motivation. Fair evaluations and regular recognition boost morale and engagement. Recognition doesn't have to be grand, just timely, sincere, and aligned with performance. Now, let's switch perspectives. A performance management system isn't just about evaluating others. It's a strategic tool for leadership. For managers, structured coaching tools. Managers are often expected to be coaches, but without tools, structure, or clarity, that's tough. Good systems support managers with frameworks for conversations, not just scorecards. Data-driven insights. Rather than relying on gut instinct, PMS tools give data and trends to guide decisions. This helps with everything from promotions to resource allocation to conflict resolution. 3. Identifying top and underperformers. Managers can nurture high performers and support struggling ones before things spiral. Timely identification allows for early interventions. 4. Better communication and fewer conflicts. Clear goals and regular discussions mean fewer misunderstandings, surprises, and resentment. A PMS opens up two-way communication, improving relationships and team dynamics. As we come to the end of our discussion on performance management, it's important to step back and look at the bigger picture. What we've explored today is more than just a framework of evaluations, metrics, or annual reviews. A well-implemented performance management system, PMS, is a strategic asset, one that directly impacts an organization's ability to thrive in a competitive, ever-changing world. Let's break down the 3 core outcomes of an effective system, each one building on the last to unlock the full potential of your people and your organization. 1. Enhance morale. The first, and often most immediate, impact is enhanced morale. When employees understand expectations, receive fair feedback, and are recognized for their contributions, their satisfaction and dedication soar. People don't leave companies. They leave cultures where they don't feel seen or valued. Performance management isn't just about results. It's about creating an environment of trust, fairness, and motivation. 2. Increased productivity. High morale leads naturally to increased productivity. By aligning individual goals with organizational objectives, performance systems optimize both individual and team output. It's not about pushing people harder. It's about clearing the path so they can do their best work with clarity, purpose, and support. What happens when every team member knows exactly what to do, how to grow, and feels empowered to do it? That's where productivity thrives, not from pressure, but from alignment and support. 3. Sustainable growth. Finally, when morale is high and productivity is strong, organizations position themselves for sustainable growth. This is the long-term payoff. A solid performance system doesn't just solve today's issues. It builds a culture of resilience, adaptability, and continuous improvement. It allows organizations to retain talent, respond to change, and maintain a competitive advantage in the marketplace. Let's tie this all together. By fostering continuous feedback and development, organizations can unlock the full potential of their workforce. That single sentence captures everything we've discussed. Performance management, when done right, is not a formality. It's a force multiplier. It supports people, empowers leaders, and fuels business growth. Before we close, I want to leave you with this question. What small improvement could you make in your current performance process to move closer to one of these 3 outcomes: morale, productivity, or growth? Even one intentional change can start a ripple effect. Thank you for being part of this session. Let's take what we've learned and put it into action, because potential is everywhere, and performance management is the key to unlocking it.